What's up, guys? Welcome to the CyberHype. We are your hosts, Toshi, Vasilis, and Adonis, and this is your geek culture destination.
If you guys are into gaming, anime, tech, sci-fi, geek shit, you found the right channel.
And we will be live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. So if you want to tune in for some geek culture shit, this is the place to be. So tune in, boy, to the CyberHype.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys didn't see the trailer and the gameplay stuff, this is some stuff here.
Yeah,
but Toshi, I got so many questions for you, brother. You being a real Halo fan, like I've played Halo a little bit, but you're definitely someone I would come to with questions.
Okay.
From the transition from the last Halo that you played, which was what?
5.
5. From that to here,
Halo 5.
Visually, are you impressed?
Not as impressed as I wanted to be. Not as impressed as I wanted to be. I wanted the graphics to blow me the fuck out the water, but when I looked at it, I kind of, and I'm not taking this trailer for face value either, because I know that it's going to be different when you get that shit on your console.
Right.
So at the same time, I was looking at it, and the detailing on the guns I fuck with. I like the detailing on the guns.
I thought that looked great.
That was the best part of the details for me. The gun details were fucking crazy. A lot of the actions were dope though, like the explosions, but for me it just looked like when I was watching it, I was telling Adonis, I was like, it's the same mechanics. It's like the same old Halo, just kind of updated. You feel me? That's what it kind of looks like. It's just like an updated. Only dope part about it, like that was new. It was some new shit on there. They never had. You were never able to grappling hook shit.
Right.
Now that
a lot of people were talking about that.
I was like, oof. I was like, okay, that could be something. It could be something, but not sure.
You said something about the map.
The map.
Oh, missions. Mission select
missions,
now. You can actually roam the map.
I was like, there's never been a map
it's not as
before.
linear.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit opened up, but it's still kind of like in that box. There's no player agency stuff. You're still just going through like a regular role-playing game.
Okay.
But it's opened up a little bit so you get to explore and see the environment and do stuff. So I think that's cool for people that are for everybody else that comes from playing Halo in the past.
Right.
You get this new feature that lets you explore that universe more. And get involved more deep, more in depth.
I do like that. I do like they're trying to make it a little more open worldy, just a little bit. I do like the graphics of the driving and shit too. I do fuck with that. But
so I have a question. Do you think it's the style of the game that is hindering your idea of what you wanted it to graphically look like? Because for me, I'm looking at it and looking at the environment, I feel like the environment doesn't call for extreme detail.
True.
Like,
you're right.
There's a lot of flat surfaces. There's a lot of smooth surfaces. So like, I wonder if the environment just doesn't really allow it to have like extreme, like contrasty or like a lot of textured spaces. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that makes sense. Most of the textures are within the characters itself, just like the motherfuckers he's fighting and shit. You know what I'm saying? The new shield shit that was on the turret and stuff like that. I feel like I guess that's where the graphics go. Maybe not in around, but I mean, even shit like that looks fire. Where obviously they came out. You see the explosions. He's running at him, like the light hitting everything. It kind of is, the details kind of fire. I honestly, like I said, the gun details is my favorite part about it. The guns look clean as fuck.
Creativity with the sub. Appreciate you, brother.
Yo,
hey, let's go. But yeah, I think, I don't know. I gotta see it with my own eyes. Like I gotta actually demo it myself to really.
This shit right here, like you said, like his detail on his actual outfit.
The character is crazy.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, the character details are kind of fire.
Question: how do you feel about the gameplay mechanics and speed of it, and the flow of how these fight mechanics are and these battle mechanics? How do you feel about those compared to more modern games?
I mean, people, man, I played Halo 5 the other day, probably like 2 weeks ago with the homies, and people still are playing Halo multiplayer online.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, hardcore. It seems a tiny bit faster.
Okay.
But still, the mechanics still seem all similar as hell. Like, it all seems like it's gonna follow. All the Halos actually have followed like the same. You know what I'm saying? They've always followed that same formula. The way you aim, the way you shoot. Um, like, so I don't know. I don't think they're gonna change that too much. So I don't know if I wanted it to be faster though for Halo. You know what I'm saying? I think the way they got it is just right, because honestly, a lot of shit happens in Halo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of shit's happening around. Like, there's a lot of NPCs moving. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit happening. So if it was any faster, I don't know. I think it'd be a little too crazy. So I think it's good for what it is.
So there's complexity in like numbers when it comes to combat.
Yeah. There's a lot of enemies in this game. Like, because it's like hordes. You basically go to a location, it's a bunch of hordes,
right?
You fight them and you push on to the next. So it's like
you have like different types of missions, like regular RPG style tropes,
right?
Like a defend mission or an escort mission, a horde mission. Yeah,
all of that. So they have a lot of characters and a lot of shit. But I do like the world. They're saying that this new Halo ring is like, what they say, it was like twice as big.
Yeah, like the biggest one yet, right?
But it was
like the biggest one.
But it was like twice as big as the previous 2 games combined, or something like that.
Combined, yeah,
wow,
yeah,
that's cool.
So I'm really excited to see how large they're talking, because I do like big worlds. I like bigger worlds.
With a game like this, if they say that there is an actual map. And with the processing power, and I can't really say much from what we saw, but it doesn't look like it's that graphically intense. They might have been able to build a massive world.
True.
I mean, we don't really know anything yet.
I would give it to Halo if they were able to build a massive, like.
And it really depends on how long they've been working on it too.
Right.
Yeah, that's true too. That is another thing. I don't know when they started this, but
I do gotta say, it's, as someone that's not a Halo fan, as sci-fi, I'm more of a Mass Effect fanboy. But this looks interesting. I'm curious about it. I want to see more. I want to see exactly how expansive this world is, for sure. I like the gameplay mechanics. Like, the battle mechanics look fun.
Yeah.
And if you're saying like enemies come in like a large number, so you can just zod out and just kill a bunch of NPCs, like, I like doing that in some like RPG style games like that. The grapple looked awesome to me.
The grapple looked fire. Like, I was excited because they showed you how to grapple things.
Yeah, like different objects and enemies.
Yeah, you can grab objects and go to them. You can grab enemies and go to them, or you can grab objects and bring them to you. Get
almost
over here.
Like how you can in Just Cause. You can do a bunch of different things with your
oh my god,
grapple.
that's my shit. Yeah, for sure.
That was the only thing about that game that I really, really liked. I thought the grappling and like the whole like gliding situation off of that was actually really dope.
It was.
I'm not gonna lie.
Fun.
That would have been
super fun just to do weird random stuff.
Yeah,
like, I never play missions in that game, bro.
Yeah, that's one of those games.
That
game is built for that
random stuff.
Yeah, the grapple was actually really cool. I was like,
the grapple caught me off guard when he first grappled. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, uh-oh.
Do you think you'll ever be able to launch like in Just Cause, like how you could use the grapple to launch past where you need to go, or is it just to get to? You think it's just going to be to get to where you need to be? Because like in Just Cause, like, you can use the grapple to launch you past where the grapple ends.
No. It won't do that. No, not this type of game. It's just gonna go where it needs to go. Wherever you grapple, that's where you're going. This one's not gonna launch you because there's no like flight capabilities or anything like that, or like fall capabilities.
Which
like,
is so interesting.
Here, you just fall.
I always thought that was interesting. You're this fucking super soldier in space, but yet you don't have a jetpack to fly around. I'm confused. Like what?
I mean, in the other Halos, they have boosters, so it's like a quick boost. You can just side to
Yeah.
side.
But wouldn't you think like I'm fighting space aliens? I might
Like,
want to be able to fly around. Like,
yeah, it's
like what?
I mean,
like doesn't
it's-
it, like
yeah.
that? Like logically, I'm out here fighting two different like races of aliens, right? That you're fighting.
There's all types of races, not
Oh,
just
okay,
two.
so
though.
okay, so
yeah,
but they got spaceships and shit coming down. Like you want?
yeah. There's a
I
lot
was
of
just
shit
like-
happening.
I'm like, bro, you would think that they would be like, hey, we should probably put a jetpack in your suit.
True,
Like, you know
though.
what I'm saying?
True.
Like,
True.
that's just really
But
interesting.
it would end up looking like Destiny probably.